Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Phay, and welcome to the channel. If you're like me and you like the game Era, all right, there's a whole bunch more that comes with this game. Now, the core game is going to come with 4 Era decks, and those 2 decks can be, played against each other in a variety of ways, and it adds a lot of variety to the game. But however, there's 11 more decks that are just going to totally enhance your Era gaming experience. All right. Now, every deck's going to play entirely different, and they're just really unique in how they play, and they're from all eras of time. Okay. So, what I would like to do in this series is I actually want to go down and we're going to open up each one of these decks. We're going to lay out the cards and we're going to see how the cards are going to interact with each other and how you're going to potentially be able to play those decks. All right. So I'll tell you what, let's go down to the table. Let's open up a deck and let's see how it plays. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at the Roman era deck. Now, this is actually a really cool themed deck. I like this one. Okay, and there's some funky stuff going on here, so let's check it out. Let's get this out of the way. Now, you're going to have 4 different cards, conflict cards you're going to be sending your opponents. And these are actually very heavy war related. But then again, it's also Roman Empire. So the first off, you're going to have this single card right here. It's cheap for them to get out. It's 2. It's going to give them 1 skull. You can't do anything about it, but this is just a flat the traitor card. So they're always, if they get this card in play, they're always going to at least have that 1 skull that they're going to be able to attack your stuff. All right. And really, the only thing they're going after with that skull is Caesar, okay? Because the traitor just kind of wants to get Caesar out of there. Now they have the war elephants. The war elephants are going to give them 4 swords and shields, and they're hard to take down, man. They take 8 points of damage, but there's only 2 of them in the deck, all right? And so there's the swords and shields. I mean, you got several different things in here. They're going to be utilized by that. Oh, I forgot to mention the traitor could also take out the Senate. I didn't see that icon at first, okay? Now, if we come over here and we look at Hannibal, they got 3 Hannibal cards in their deck. They cost a 3 value to get them out. Matter of fact, all these cards cost 3 to get out. Hannibal's hard to take out, but if you notice, it's going to give him a sword and a shield, another one, okay? But if he can get Hannibal out, your opponent's going to be able to ignore one of his unique icons, which is actually really cool for them. They want to get this card out and play because now they can start playing multiple unique cards, or if their unique card died, okay, they can now play it again because this allows them to ignore the unique value of cards. Very cool. I like Hannibal. I mean, it's hard for you, but man, it's going to help your opponent a little bit. But it's Hannibal, right? Now they have the Carthage army. There's 4 of these cards in the deck. Now, if they can get this card in play, okay, it's going to get another sword and shield, but it's going to block 2 of the victory point icons. Okay, so you're going to end up losing the victory point icons for that if they get this one in play. But luckily, they can only ever have 1 in play at a time. All right, try to get him killed if you can. All right, it's a unique card, but then again, if they can get Hannibal in play, they can ignore the unique value, which means Hannibal in play allows them to keep playing the Carthage army if they get destroyed. Now, when we start looking at your deck, what we're looking at is we got our resource card, we have our Tribune card, which is going to give us a couple coins. There's 4 of these in the deck, so if you can get your coin cards out, okay, at least it's going to get you those, which is going to help you on building, it's going to help you on buying as well. But we have the aqueducts. Okay, the aqueducts is the 6 cost to get them out. It only costs 3 to flourish. They can't touch this card. Okay, it's going to get you a victory point every single round. It's going to get you that coin for your resource gathering. But if you can get it flourished, you're also going to be able to get your A key. Okay, and you need that A key out because you need to be able to get your citizens out and unlock the second victory point you're going to get. Now, you're always, the citizens you can get out no matter what. So you're always going to get that 1 victory point or progress token. But if you can get the aqueducts flourished, then you're going to be getting 2 victory points per round on here. So it's a good path to go down if you can, and they cannot touch this card at all. And the nice thing about the citizens card, since they can't touch it, there's 10 of them in your deck. It's not super expensive. The more of these you can get out, the more victory points you're going to get. So you can win on this deck victory point heavy pretty fast. The thing is just hard. Everything else you got to be careful of because these cards here are just going to do some serious damage to you. Now, if you can get Caesar out in play, he costs 1 card. He costs 1 to flourish. He's super cheap to flourish. He does get a little stronger once he's flourished, but he's going to give you that B key. And like I said, he's a unique card as well, so you have to flourish him. But opening him up is going to unlock the Senate card by getting him out. That's going to get you 2 more coins to help you on your resource gathering. It's also going to get you the 2 vision symbols, which you may need to tuck some cards underneath to be able to further whatever plan you have going based on how your cards are coming out. Okay, so getting the Senate out in play is going to be very nice. Now, the Senate can be killed pretty easy, but the nice thing is the traitor is pretty much the only one taking out the Senate because nothing else over here can do any damage to him, and he's only drawing 1 card. Okay, and there's only 1 of that. So the Senate might be pretty lucky, and they might be safe, hopefully. Okay, but you never know what happens with a little bit of luck. Okay, now what do we got over here? We got the cavalry. The cavalry is just going to get you one skull, all right? That you can go and you can use that skull to start taking off either Hannibal or the Carthage army. You got your legionnaires. Now, the legionnaires can flourish. It makes them tougher, but they're going to get 3 swords and shields, which it's going to take a lot of damage to take these war elephants down. But you can also use them for both of these over here as well. So a very good card to have in play. Now, the trireme. It's cheap to get out. It's cheap to flourish. It's still easy to take down no matter what. But if you get the first one out, you get the sword and shields, you get them flourished, and you're going to start getting the skull icons, which is going to help you as well. So you do have a lot of attack, and you do got a lot of combat in this deck, but you also have the potential to be able to get a lot of victory points or a lot of those progress tokens and trying to win that way as well. So this is kind of a dual type of a deck. You can win multiple ways. You can win progress tokens. You can win by combat, trying to take out your opponents, whatever you can do. There's a lot of different ways around this one. This is a really fun, really cool theme deck, and I really like it. That is your Roman era deck. Have fun playing. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is just one of the decks for Era. And I tell you, man, each deck, like I said, they play totally different. So really knowing and understanding your deck and how it plays is a real big key on how you're actually going to win this game. And I love how there's every deck can just play so different. So the interactions between each and every deck is just going to be astronomically different. So the replay value in this, especially when you have a lot more decks, is absolutely huge. Super fantastic. I love the way this game is set up. Well, thank you once again for joining me today. As always, I please ask you to like these videos on YouTube, on Board Game Geek, on Facebook, and even on X. And please leave me a comment on any one of those platforms. I'll get to those comments just as soon as I can. And also, ladies and gentlemen, if you like the videos I provide here, if you haven't done so already, I humbly ask you to click on the subscription button and also click on that bell and be notified when I drop new videos. And if you like the videos that I provide for you here, I also do post videos over on the Discriminating Gamers channel. We'll do some unboxing, some reviews, and some playthroughs over there. I'll leave a link to Cody's channel down in the details below. But as always, thank you for watching.